Hi everyone, I'm Black Zetsu. In this video, I list the 7 strongest Naruto characters. Let me just say from the beginning, this is a character lineup, not a ninja. Therefore, they are just my personal opinions. If you're not agree with me in some parts, please write it to comments. For those who still want to continue, let's move on to the video. Also a little reminder, if you like the video, please like it. This really helps me. First on our list is Uzumaki Naruto. Just kidding, even Naruto isn't the strongest character in his universe. First place on the list goes to Hagoromo Ootsutsuki. Now, I know what will happen. Before you come and show me that Kaguya is stronger because even Hagoromo said this and Sasuke said this. Just listen to my opinions. Now, here I really thought a lot between the two of them. Which one really was stronger? Then I used the following logic. See, this is Kaguya. In this Kaguya, there's the power of the fruit of a divine tree. By absorbing the chakras of people all over the planet for hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years. And there's also 10 tails. And they are Hagoromo and Hamura. Hamura has no extras, while Hagoromo has sharingan, rinnegan and sage mode features. Even so, Hagoromo and Hamura manage to defeat Kaguya. Then, Hagoromo becomes the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, which makes you even stronger than if the Ten Tails were fighting alongside you. As well as having developed all his powers, now he's reaching the peak, he becomes something quite insanely powerful with sharingan, rinnegan, Sage of Six Paths Chakra and Sage of Six Paths mod, which are the powers that increase all the features of the users like crazy. And again, those powers are not in Kaguya. So, I put Hagoromo before the Kaguya. Now that we have finished the encounter with Kaguya, let's move on to why he is ranked first. In addition to the features just I mentioned before, he has literally infinite chakra, perfect chakra control, capable of dividing even 10 tails into 9 parts in any size without harming them, and performing techniques without hand seals. Extraordinarily magnificent visual powers thanks to Sharingan and Rinnegan. High stamina, speed and strength to fight someone like Kaguya form once. He also has many features such as chakra knowledge and war experience. As a result, Hagoromo is clearly in the first place. If you don't think so, I want you to write in the comments with the reasons. In second place is Kaguya. In my opinion, the most important feature that separates Kaguya from Hagoromo is that Kaguya does not know how to use her power. When you look at it, Kaguya is actually an Ootsutsuki. That's a god. And a mother. She doesn't have much experience on the battlefield. She's just wasting her alien powers. That's why she can be defeated by someone of similar strength with a little strategy. I don't know if it's just my opinion, but I believe even the Six Paths Madara can beat Kaguya with really high difficulty. Moving on to its properties again. Infinite chakra, unrivaled physical strength, space-time technique. By the way, this technique is better than what we have seen so far. It can't be even compared to Obito's Kami or Minato's Flame Thunder God. She's not changing the dimension of herself, also the dimension of her surroundings. She has strong visual powers, along with a strong byakugan and a Rinne Sharingan on her forehead. As I said, she's literally like a goddess. But here's why she is not first on this list, due to a lack of brains. Third place is Uchiha Madara, but the one with the 6 paths. The biggest feature of this Madara is unlimited healing ability with those black orbs that nullify the technique it touches. Here, Madara regenerates within seconds and rejoins the battle, even despite Sasuke cutting his lower body. And here's another thing. You have to do this with the Senjutsu chakra. Naruto did it with a Frog Sage mode, and Sasuke did it directly with Hagoromo's chakra. For example, if the Raikiri over there was Kakashi's, he wouldn't even be able to cut him. Again, like the first two characters, he has unlimited chakra, extraordinary visual powers, and a very high degree of physical strength, speed, and stamina. Although only a few can compete. Even as a child, Madara was already a very strong and highly developed genius due to the war era in his childhood. Even at his young age, he was able to kill few Senju adults. He is reflecting the warrior spirit from the Uchiha clan on every battlefield. And it even came to a point where he even started to enjoy it. I mean, he has a mental illness. Whether you call it a masochist or a narcissist, that's just up to you. He's also extremely intelligent and a great planner. He even planned for the aftermath to make Mugen Tsukiyomi come true. You already watched his plans before his death, waking up the rinnegan by pretending to be defeated, turning Obito into a monster, and more. Something terrible happens when Madara has 6 bad powers, who you wouldn't want to encounter even in his normal state. Fourth place is finally Uzumaki Naruto. Considering Naruto's childhood, it's actually a miracle that he's fourth on this list. He didn't even have a normal talent or knowledge level in any subject when he was younger. In fact, he was pretty loser. He was the worst student in the academy. He couldn't even do the copying technique properly. But later on, he worked hard and changed his destiny. By the way, he has a huge chakra pool and powerful life energy from the Uzumaki clan. Later, he learned that he is the son of the Hokage, Ashura's reincarnation, with 9 tails or something inside him. Well, these are a bit ironic when you remember that face speech. Because yes, he is a loser, but he is a loser with high potential and endowed with many blessings. So not everyone who works this hard can be that strong. Young Naruto is in many ways, except Genjutsu, the ultimate ninja. The chakra pool is almost unlimited. He struggled non-stop for 2 days using thousands of shadow copies. The shadow copy technique produces stronger copies the more chakra you put in it. And each of these copies Naruto produced is at least mid-Kage level. In other words, 2 of these copies can destroy a whole country, like the Sand Country, in a short time. Then he fought godlike forces like Madara, Kaguya, and then he fought Sasuke, who is also as strong as them. We can say that he fought super strong opponents for 4 or 5 days in total. Besides the huge chakra pool, he also has excellent chakra control. I could give many examples, but I think one will be enough. It's Bijudama. By directing this chakra perfectly, he can become even faster than the 4th Raikage, or become a ninja with the highest muscle strength that ever lived. He is not a clever ninja either, but he has a great genius, which most ninjas don't have. It's called practical intelligence. Naruto was able to find solutions to many extraordinary situations thanks to his creativity. Here, he was able to beat the 4th Raikage with a simple move, even though he couldn't even defeat him in KCM. Or while he can't throw the technique against pain, he uses his clones to throw himself with the technique. There's also the case of the shadow copies he left on the Mount Byakugan. These were just 3 of many examples. Naruto is truly a genius at this. He is also the most legendary ninja that ever lived. If even Naruto can't get 4th, who will? Uchiha Sasuke? Yes, Sasuke would have been the 4th if Naruto had never existed. But he is 5th on this list. There's something I need to clarify here. Everyone keeps arguing that Naruto and Sasuke are always equal. They are not equal, I think. Just as Sasuke is clearly stronger than Naruto at the beginning of the Shippuden, Naruto is clearly stronger than Sasuke at the end of the Shippuden. This is not a Naruto vs Sasuke video, so let's just save that for another video. Sasuke, the only and last living pure-blood member of the Uchiha clan. A cute, sweet and really sweet boy when he was little. But things changed as he got older. Sasuke, who is always compared to his brother, was very successful in academy and ninja arts. But only towards the end of the series he could be better than his brother as a ninja. He himself is a very characteristic Uchiha. We understand this from the fact that he has a psychological problems. If you don't have a psychological problem, you are probably not an Uchiha. Or if you are an Uchiha, you probably have psychological problems. Believing that he was an Avenger since childhood, Sasuke even risked selling his soul to the devil to gain power. He is intelligent, a successful analyst thanks to his sharingan, skilled in ninjutsu and genjutsu, and a master in taijutsu. He has a quality and larger than normal chakra pool of the Uchiha clan, which makes him really dangerous. You know, that legendary event in this part of Madara's entry into the anime, he destroys an army all by himself. Sasuke does the almost same thing at the beginning of the Shippuden. Moreover, not by killing like Madara, but by being more careful and leaving them all alive. this requires more controlled power. Sasuke, who is extremely fast even in his normal state, is not as strong as Naruto in terms of muscle strength. However, he surpasses Naruto in chakra control. Just as Hagoromo can divide 10 tails into 9 pieces, Sasuke can do what Hagoromo did in reverse by combining 9 pieces. This is an indication that he is at the Hagoromo level in chakra control. Also, in addition to Sharingan, the Mangekyo Sharingan and Six-Path Rinnegan makes Sasuke the second strongest shinobi that ever lived, and the fifth strongest character on this list. Sasuke, who uses Susanoo and Amaterasu thanks to Mangekyo Sharingan, can use all the abilities and space-time technique we see in Pain thanks to his rinnegan. By the way, this rinnegan is different from the other Ootsutsuki rinnegan we saw in Boruto. There will be a lot of videos coming where I will explain all these differences and many more. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed. Our sixth character is DMS Kakashi. Kakashi has been gifted a genius since childhood. Kakashi, who is 6-year-old Chunin and 13-year-old Jonin, is smarter than Shikamaru according to Naruto, has a more sensitive nose than Kiba, better at taijutsu than Lee, and uses the Sharingan better than Sasuke. Just a little mention here, Naruto says this at the beginning of the Shippuden, so he remembers his friends as they were 2.5 years ago. The abilities of Shikamaru, Kiba, Sasuke and Lee before 2.5 years ago will obviously be weaker than the Shippuden Kakashi. Then all these students already passed Kakashi in their way. Kakashi copied more than 1,000 techniques with his Sharingan and developed only one of the techniques he used, Chidori. When he learned Rasengan from Minato at the age of 13, he accidentally calculated Chidori while trying to add lightning chakra into the Rasengan, and later he completed this technique with the Sharingan. He also managed to use the Sharingan skillfully, even though he was not an Uchiha. Even the Mangekyo Sharingan was getting pretty spammy towards the end. Also, he can open doors just like Guy, but limited to only 2. Now, let's come to the feature that makes him 6th on this list, DMS. In fact, the whole thing is just Kamui. In addition to the ability to teleport far and near objects, the ability to pass through attacks is ridiculous. So it was one of the hack tricks in the Naruto universe, you know. By using Kakashi's genius, he combines Kamui with his own techniques, and when he uses these techniques with Susanoo, he attains some terrifying power, which makes him 6th on this list. Our 7th and the last character is Might Guy. Yes, you heard right. Guy Sensei is a complete monster. When he first entered the anime, he made us smile and happy from time to time thanks to his funny looks and smile. However, when we look at the story behind him, it's obvious that he was very sad and crying. Guy is an optimist. Even if other people told him that he was a failure and a loser, Guy took these words as a sign that they cared about him and thanked them for their support. He's someone who cannot use genjutsu and bad at ninjutsu. Look, I'm not saying he can't use ninjutsu, because some people believe that Guy cannot use chakra. Just wrong. If he couldn't use chakra, he wouldn't be able to stay on water, he wouldn't be able to fly over trees like that. Let's get to the reason why Guy is 7th on this list. This technique is among the forbidden techniques. The number of users throughout history is also quite low. Guy opens the chakra limiting gates in his body, removing the limits and gaining speed, strength and stamina based on the level of the gate he opened excessively until the gate is closed again. When the 7th gate opens, the miracle gate, Guy reaches a power of about Mikage. For example, he is as strong as the 3rd Raikage. When the 8th gate is opened, Guy surpasses all levels a human can reach, becomes even more powerful than the 5 Kage, and gains god level strength. But once the door goes off, Guy's life inevitably comes to an end. We have already seen that once in the series, he almost managed to defeat Madara, who could not be defeated by a huge army, a total of 9 Kage and characters such as Kakashi, Sasuke, Naruto at Kage level. Personally, I would rate Guy as the 3rd strongest ninja who ever lived, after Naruto and Sasuke. But I placed DMS Kakashi higher on this list. That's it for this video. I'm really curious about your ideas. Don't forget to comment, subscribe and leave a like if you liked the video. See you!